Hello, we are back with another video. We have decided to give you the top 10 most epic home runs in MLB. So before starting, you should subscribe and press the bell icon to inform you of when new videos are uploaded. Many home runs in the history of Major League Baseball. 290,678 since the inception of the National Association in 1871 to make it a reality. What if you had to take 290,678 and reduce it to 10? What if you could pick the best, the homers that changed the game? That's why we're here, to give you the 10 most epic home runs in the history of the league. There was a lot of competition. Aaron Boone, Ozzie Smith, Ted Williams, and many others. But in the end, only 10 could stand. Number 1. Aaron Boone. In Game 7 of the 2003 ALCS, the Red Sox and Yankees crossed twice. The Yankees teamed up to get 3 runs in the 8th and passed the game 2 extra innings. While the Yankees retained Mariano Rivera and scored 3 innings, the Red Sox passed the ball to Tim Wakefield on the 10th. Under 11, Aaron Boone came on to strike. The purchase of the Yanks deadline was worth less than .200 in the series, but more critical was the strike. On the first pitch, Boone blew over the fence to win the game and win the series to home run. It was another sad year for the Red Sox as they came close to winning the series, with Aaron Boone becoming a champion in New York. Yes, the Red Sox retaliated the following year, but Boone's home run went up there with Bucky Dent's on both the Yankee and the Red Sox. Number 2. David Ortiz. In 2014, the New York Yankees looked to set to erase Boston's hopes and quickly lead 3-0 to the ALCS. At the bottom of the 9th, the Red Sox managed to tie the game, sending the game into extra innings. Under 12, the Yankees brought in Paul Quantrill, who had yet to make it to the playoffs. Unmarried Manny Ramirez raised the Big Papi himself, David Ortiz, who won the Red Sox 6-4 winning streak. It wasn't a big deal at the time because it just made the series 3-1. Ortiz's second leg in the Game 5 led to a 4-3 series victory, the only time in baseball history this has happened. Looking back, it makes the Game 4 shot even more memorable. Number 3. Ozzie Smith. The home run is the last thing that comes to mind when you hear of Ozzie Smith. Even in 1985, his best year, he only had 6 when he was a regular. However, in Game 5 of the 1985 NLCS, the Cardinals and Dodgers were tied for 2 games. At the bottom of the 9th, Smith came to face Tom Niedenfer. He hit the ball over a right field fence for a winning game at home. The memorandum is not just the most unpopular home run on the list, but Jack Buck's call. The call, "Separate people, go!" And running the home is considered the most significant moment in Busch Stadium's history. Number 4. Jim Edmonds. Something about the 2004 NLCS was great. In Game 5, Jeff Kent home run to give the Astros a 3-2 lead over the Cardinals as they returned to St. Louis. The Astros got the race in the 9th to tie the game 4-4. The Astros brought in Dan Michelli under 12, hoping to bounce back after losing Game 2. After Albert Pujols left and Scott Rowland appeared, Jim Edmonds with his 42 runs a year next year. Edmonds hit the ball deep in the middle, giving the Cardinals the victory. They shared a Game 7 win again, overcame a 3-2 defeat, and advanced to the World Series, where they found something magical to come later on the list. Number 5. Lenny Dykstra. The 1986 Mets worked magically with the NLCS. 5th and 6th games both won in extra innings, while Game 6 went 16 innings. However, Lenny Dykstra's 3-hero match, in which the Mets and Astros were tied for first place, was the first to run. The Mets were down 5-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Astros signed Dave Smith. She allowed an unmarried bunt by Wally Backman before pulling out Danny Heap. This elevated Dykstra to its 2nd season and entered the game as a pinch hitter. Dykstra smashed the ball down the right field line to win the game 6-5, giving the Mets a 2-1 lead. He followed that up with 2 hours in the 1986 World Series, helping the Mets win all that year. Number 6. Steve Garvey. The San Diego Padres did not reach the finals until 1984. The Cubs were up 2-1 in Game 4, and the Padres were on the verge of being eliminated from the playoffs. After an unusual rescue operation by Goose Gossage on the 8th, Cubs and Padres were arrested 5 times each. Former Savings leader Lee Smith beat Alan Wiggins and allowed one to Tawny Gwynn, bringing Garvey. He hit home at home to give Padres a win, and after his teammates removed him from the field, he continued to lead Padres in their first appearance in the World Series after winning Game 5. Number 7. Bernie Williams. Double. In Game 1 of the 1996 ALCS, the Orioles and Yankees were tied 4-4 in the 11th inning when Bernie Williams rose to lead the inning. He hit a moving homer from Randy Myers to give the Yankees the victory to win the series. The Yankees and Red Sox were tied 3-3 in the 10th inning of Game 1 of the 1999 ALCS 3 years later. They proceeded to win the World Series. Bernie Williams led the inning against Rod Beck, hitting another stone. The Yankees have won both ALCS series in 5 games, and for those who will consider the Hall of Famer at the borders. These 2 home runs are likely to be the makers who make a difference. Number 8. Nelson Cruz. Cruz gets a slight victory over Ortiz and Chambliss because of the 2 little things he did with his departure. In 2011, the Texas Ranger waited to make the World Series, and in Game 2 were tied with the Tigers 3-3. On the 11th inning, Ryan Perry, who was brought in and allowed 3 straight singles. This raised Nelson Cruz, and Perry stayed in the game to dedicate himself to him. That cost a lot, as he hit a big slam in the depths of the left field, and only major trip in LCS history. Cruz had 6 home gamers and 13 RBI in one of the highest scoring games, as the Rangers have won 6 games, despite losing in the World Series. Number 9. Chris Chambliss. The Kansas City Royals made their first appearance in 1976, and in the ALCS, they faced the New York Yankees in the 5th division game. After hitting 3 runs in the 8th, the Royals tied the Yankees 6-6-9. Mark Little scored 8 cleaners for the Royals and faced Chris Chambliss to start the 9th, who not only had a hard year, but hit more than -500 in the ALCS. He put a surprise point in that race with a home run Little to give the Yankees the series a win. Chambliss did well in the World Series, but the Yankees did not follow, being swept away by the Reds, despite Chambliss's heroes. Number 10. Magglio Ortiz. The Detroit Tigers defeated Oakland Athletics in the 2006 ALCS, driving them to 4 games. The competition ended in a stalemate when Magglio Ortiz climbed onto the plate. Under 9 with a 3-3 tie, Ortiz faced Houston Street with 2 exits. The Street was in his 3rd inning of the job, which could have put a lot of pressure on him, as Ortiz crushed home run to win the series 6-3. Ortiz fought hard in the World Series against St. Louis Cardinals, and the Tigers lost to him, but his home run is still their last World Cup game. Alright, that is all for today. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this in the future. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you